I got my sockets all wired up. Had the electrician come here last week and done all that. Pretty happy about that. Finally getting to work on the GMC again after I've been doing all these other projects for different reasons. But that's cool. Going to go ahead and mask off these holes. I haven't got enough masking tape to do any paint today, and it's pretty late anyway, so I'm going to go ahead. I need to make another one of those because I've searched every single box I've got and I cannot find the one that I took off this side. So I'm just going to take a pattern of this one and quickly make it up. It's pretty thin steel. Not sure quite what I'll use for that yet, but it will probably be an old piece of material. I don't know what. Bit of old lid or something like that. But yeah, I am really looking forward to getting back into this. So it's prepping all of this bulkhead firewall forwards. I've decided that I'm going to paint the whole of it red. It's going to be a little bit less masking up, and I was going to paint this from here forwards grey. I was always going to do that because it'll match the inner wings and stuff like that, but I've decided that it's actually going to be red. So from here forward, I'm going to try and make it look pretty good like I have the interior. But from this section here, it's got to kind of match in with the patina like I've done on the doors. And I guess that'll be moving on to doing a patina on the roof and stuff, so I can start to put things on. Yeah, so I lost the driver's side, one of these little plates, so I just made another one up out of a fire alarm document box. Look, it's even red. So what I'm going to do with it is when I get to painting, I'm just going to hang that up and just paint it red, and then I'll paint underneath it. I have not taken this one off at all, so this piece hasn't been removed at all, and I've put all of the bed liner on the back of it, so it's covered it real nice. I don't feel like breaking that seal and taking it off, so that's why I made the masking tape cover for it. Template, sorry, not cover. Nicely smoothed down, looking good. I need to install this piece into the bulkhead because the bolts come out right here and I want to paint them red and I don't want to have to undo the nuts on them after. Giving them a good clean up with some finish. Just going to mask off the knob on the end there. Then I'm going to hang them up and give them some paint. Yeah, some pieces painted up, ready to go. Kind of just using up that tin of paint really. This is the main piece that I wanted. I'll be able to get that installed and set about getting the paint on. It's gotten pretty late, it's too late to do anything meaningful tonight, but I am going to look out some more parts. I've started laying out my parts on this little table here. Yeah, started laying out the parts on the table so that I know what I've got and I know what needs prepped. So when I get little opportunities like this, I can get them painted. One thing I don't really see much of is washer jets. Whether I forget to check or look, or I don't know. Feels like not many people have washer jets on their AD trucks. So I bought these ones. These are like aftermarket ones meant for minis or any kind of classic car. And then you've got these ones which are actually off classic mini, circa late 60s, early 70s. I had these on my 71 mini and I quite like them. So I'm going to kind of go that route with these, I think. Let me know what you think. I'd like to know. I think the hole size is the same, so I could interchange. Got to decide where to place them on the cowl here. I'm thinking like right about here would be a good spot. Maybe a little bit further away, like dead centre. Don't think the hood's gonna interfere with it. That would be a disaster, wouldn't it? But I don't really want to drill that hole after I've painted. So yeah, that's something to think about. But I don't really want to have to fill it after I've painted if I put the hood on. I don't know. Talk about indecisive. I just went ahead and looked at the videos and it's like the bonnet, the hood, well clears this. So I'm going to go for a spot like midway along here. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's good because I know exactly what I wanted to do with this from the start. There was absolutely no indecision whatsoever, and now it's done. I wanted it. I feel like that's where you're going to want your wiper, your washer, isn't it? Because your wipers are going to come up there like that, so it's going to catch in the main sweep of the centre of the sweep, the centre of the sweep. But yeah, so that's that job done. Well, it's the next day. Got some preparation done on here. I've got that part bolted in on the inside. Up underneath there. Let's see if we can get some light on it, huh? Yeah, that nice grey piece. Needs to be bolted in there, but that's fine. Next job, I think I'm just going to give it a quick look over. But I think we're getting ready for some paint. Just going to do some hand sanding down on some of these pieces. I'm not gonna record the masking up because, well, you'll see the result like in a few seconds. Well, it was less than a second, wasn't it? All masked up now. Got my extraction ready. Temperature was about 7 degrees. Tripping over things. Temperature was about 7 degrees when I got here. Been a bit of rain tonight. I don't know why I've started doing a weather check every time I do some paint. I think this is like the optimum place to stick my fan. Hopefully it won't stink the place up too much. Get my mask, get my paint, giving it a good clean down. It's etch primer first, the professional stuff this time, not like the white, what was on the inside. I got all that off eBay. And it was quite good. It was quite good if you kept the can shaken up, and it was quite watery other times. So yeah, I decided to get some professional stuff from Ket Auto Paints in Whiz Beach. So yeah, that's going to help you out if you live anywhere near here. They did me a good deal. Anyway, let's get to it. Going to do a time lapse for you. First coat of primer, that's the etch primer, what you want to use on bare metal. Needs a coat of regular primer after this. Fill it in, there's a few little spots. Oh, can you see? Yeah, you can see it on that. They're going to need a bit of filler primer, or high build primer, whatever you want to call it. And then a bit of sanding down, maybe. Pretty pleased with how it's looking. I'll get the next coat of primer on this round, and then I'll probably just leave it. This is how far I'm going to go with it tonight. Paint's going to cure off real nice. Then I'm going to go ahead and sand these bits in both sides. I'm going to paint over the Raptor liner a bit in red. The whole lot's going to be red at the front here. Have I mentioned that? Probably 100 times. And then go ahead and yeah, get some red on. I deliberately left little bits, like there's a little ridge right there. Can you see it in the light? Yeah, there you go. You can see that ridge there. That was from factory, I guess. Maybe the guy sanded it down to that before. But I'm going to leave that feature in there. Kind of like part of how the patina on that side's going to go. Similar sort of thing down around by this side. Not a perfect paint job, but certainly a good one. I'm completely new to this. I've never done this stuff before. Especially, I don't know, is it more challenging with rattle cans, or is an air gun more challenging? I don't know. I've never tried really painting with an air gun. But yeah, I guess you judge by the results after the fact, huh? But that's another night. I'm going to let that fully cure off probably for several days, maybe even over the weekend. What day are we on today? Wednesday? Thursday tomorrow? Maybe I'll get on it first tomorrow night. Well, it's next morning. It's gone off really well. I'm really pleased with how it looks. I'm glad that I went with the higher quality primer. One thing though, let me zoom in some. I am going to have to go over this sort of waistline bulge here and smooth that down real nice. Most everywhere else is looking really good, but I do want to clean that bit up. Worked that part of the bodywork. I'm hoping that's smoothed it out real nice. Feel like I'm going to get another coat of primer on it. Just where I've rubbed it down. A little bit this side as well, not a lot. The time has come to paint some red. Just remembered I've got to sort out that top bit. Always something. Well, that was exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. I would say that's not bad for a rattle can. I'm going to let it go off for a little while. Think about giving it another coat. That's what happens if you don't shake up your can enough. I had a bit of problem with the nozzles blocking up. So the first can, the nozzle blocked up. But I put some thinners in the bottle, in a jar. Jug, it's a jug. And yeah, it cleared it out. I had that before with the Raptor, not with the Raptor, with the grey. And I just used a spare one. I guess it's just something that can happen. Something to be prepared for. So I think it's going to take another coat in about 10 minutes. At least another coat. And it's going to get a lot of buffing and polishing and whatnot. Pretty happy though. Well, masking tape's off. What do you think, huh? Huh? What do you think of that colour match? Let me pan that up there. Once that top bit's painted, you'll see the difference, but it'll look good. The original paint is a bit orange, but that's okay. So the channel's getting a little bit of momentum now. People are really interested in the truck. I want to mention this guy Mark. He's got a channel with a very similar GMC, what he's putting together. I think he's doing a much more original job than me. Although I'm kind of making it a homage to originality. A lot of the stuff was missing on my truck, so I didn't have the option of the original engine or anything. But yeah, I think Mark's at a similar stage to mine. He's painting up his Firewall and what have you. So I'll put a link to his channel below. Take it easy, guys. Next time.